Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is take a look at creating some views. So let's make some views. It's pretty straightforward. I'm going to go to my site plan and I'm going to zoom in a little bit and I'm going to go to my view tab and there's 3D view, and you can come in and go to camera and it's going to create a camera on level 1 with an offset of 5'6", and you just pick where you want the camera and you drag towards where you want to look. Now this selection determines the target. It'll also control the clipping plane in the back, but I'm just going to pick boom right there and it'll send me into that view, and I'm going to go to wireframe, or sorry, shaded, so you can see what it looks like. Now to adjust that camera, there's a couple of ways to do it. I feel like the easiest way is to use this navigation wheel. So you just click on this guy, drag it out, and it's got an orbit. You can orbit, pan, right? You can zoom in and out. You can see that it's disappearing the further I get away from it. So if that happens, you can either manually go in and adjust your clipping, or I'm just going to close this guy by hitting the X. You're going to scroll down and you can turn off your far clip active, and if you click that off, it will no longer do that. It will just not clip at all. Okay, so I think you're pretty capable of figuring out how this works, right? All of these. There is one interesting feature, the rewind, which allows you to go back and choose previous views and select them if you want to, which I think is a pretty nice option. Alright, so once you've created a 3D view, in our template, that 3D view is going to come up as a question mark because it hasn't been categorized. So if I expand that and select the 3D view, sorry, I have to select the actual view itself, and scroll down, there's a view category. So you can come in here and either categorize it as schematic or working. And I'm going to go to working. Right, and once I do that, you're going to see it's going to flip it down to the working area under 3D views. So I have 3D view 1. Alright, so that's pretty straightforward. You can make as many 3D views as you want. If you want to, you can actually duplicate a view. So if I right click on here and go to duplicate view, duplicate, it makes a copy of that, and I can adjust that to whatever I want, right? Now, once you have a view, one of the most important things is to take a look at how it's cropping it. So this crop box here, if you select that, you can go to size and crop, and you can either do field of view, so as you pull this, that's giving you a smaller millimeter lens, like a wide angle lens, or you can go to scale, locked proportions, and just say I want this, when I print it, to be 8 inches by 6 inches, and apply, right? And so it will adjust the size of that for you. So that's pretty important to know. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to go over is design options, which I didn't go over with you guys during class, so we ran out of time, but I wanted you to see them. So I'm going to stop this installment, and the next one's going to be on design options.